Hey guys, I'm just here today with a short video about update 1.52 and what it means for the futures of Twilight Wars and the browser app. So if you haven't seen, update 1.52 has a pretty big change, which is in this new features catalog. So we've removed the old deviation for how timing windows worked in the app, and now they have been changed to work pretty much rules as written. So I guess if I'll just quickly explain what it used to be and what it is now with an example. So let's say before it was your turn to perform an action, or actually let's use a different example. Let's say you were in a combat with someone, in a space combat with someone, and it was your turn to decide what you wanted to do before a round of space combat, and you played Morale Boost. So the way the app used to handle this was that the next player could respond by either playing their own Morale Boost, for example, or they could sabotage current Morale Boost. So this wasn't rules as written, because what should happen here by the rules is that when the first player plays the morale boost, a new timing window should open that only allows the other players the option to cancel the first action card, the first morale boost that was played. And so with this update, that's now essentially what happened, is that the app now fully supports nested timing windows. So moving forward, that's how you'll see it. And so I guess what this has done is allowed us to, as you can see at the top here, kind of removed some of the rules deviations for certain components. But even going forward, what this means for the app is that you'll see other components slowly start to be rolled back into their rules as written. So for example, a dimensional splicer and ambush come to mind, whereas we've talked about that in previous videos, that these abilities were tricky to implement because of the lack of nested timing windows, in particular for when an opponent assigns a hit. But we may be seeing those components go away from the custom-made Twilight Wars components to the rules written. Another big bonus of this is that I think this will make the implementation of the Yin Brotherhood particularly a lot easier than would be without this new feature. So the Yin Brotherhood have a lot of abilities that deal with assigning hits to your opponent, right? And it's been a pain point of the Twilight Wars app for a bit, but I think now in the same light as I was talking about dimensional splicer and ambush, we're going to see that the Yin might make an appearance sooner than expected to round out the final faction of the original 17 within TI4. So that's nice. And finally, something I know that has been requested a lot in the past is the capabilities to potentially queue up passing on certain timing windows. And I think where we'll probably start with this is auto passing for action card timing windows. Without going into too much detail, the new feature from update 1.52, we think it shouldn't be too hard to implement an auto pass feature for action cards. This could be especially useful, for example, in the agenda phase when you don't have any sabotages, or you're not interested in sabotaging anything, or you're not playing any riders, and you just want to pass through those when and after timing windows to help with the flow of the game, especially in an asynchronous setting. So yeah, you could look forward hopefully to that. Not sure as to like the order of these things yet, when they might come, but just know that they're in the works. They're definitely in consideration and something to look forward to. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Keep the video short. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.